All right, I hope you finished eating lunch. The following is not for those with queasy stomachs. Our friends from the Hair Department Spa and Salon are here to talk about waxing, and Brianna has recruited someone to be their volunteer.
Well, kind of. You're a good sport. You're a really good sport.
Well, first of all, what I found most interesting in this, and I don't know if you want to roll the tape, the discussion that you were having with who did the waxing. Her name was
Sarah. She's our
Sarah.
esthetician. Yes.
And she and you two were talking about just the methodology.
Oh, for sure.
Again, had no idea. I thought there was
Yeah.
wax, there was the paper stuff, and pulling.
Yeah, no, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
This is why you don't do it. Leave it to
Exactly.
us.
Oh, yeah.
Leave it to us to do it. No, there's a lot of different ways that you can harm yourself when you're waxing. And so I think Zara and I have had many conversations that it's scary when you see somebody at the store with a little wax pot in their cart, because there's a lot that can go wrong outside of the obvious of, you know, burns or yanking some skin off, which can happen, but there's a lot that can go through it.
Yes, especially, look how fast she is. I mean, this didn't
She's
take
so
any time at all.
fast.
Actually, you know, in all honesty, that little time lapse took, what, 45 minutes that I was actually on the table? An hour, possibly?
Yeah, and that included your consultation, included cleanup and making sure everything was gone. You can see I'm poking my head in.
Yeah.
But no, you were a trooper. I mean, you can tell he's not flinching at all. You were a trooper.
So there was a
You
little
were.
bit of prep, not much. You told me to take it like an ibuprofen ahead of time.
Yep, take an ibuprofen, especially for people if you've been waxed before and you know the pain tolerance that you have. Take an ibuprofen or whatever you want to take, but it also helps for inflammation.
Okay.
Post. So like you, right after we were done with that, you had to come back here and do your show
Right.
because we did that Friday. So knowing your schedule, that was good so that you were somewhat pain-free throughout the day.
I felt zero pain with it. Now, you said there's some maintenance afterwards that I've never heard of before.
Yeah. So if you do have a lot of inflammation, and this tends to happen in more delicate areas, so if we're doing like a bikini line or even like under the arms, some people are very, very sensitive under there, doing some ice after, like the day of, is a really good idea just to take down inflammation. But a couple days after, doing some exfoliation or just making sure the area is really like dead skin free is great to do, because you want to prevent any ingrown hairs from happening.
Okay.
Because those are not fun.
Yeah.
And especially with you doing your back, like you can't reach those.
Right.
So us that are like the pickers, because I'm a picker, anytime I see something like, let me get in there.
Yeah.
You can't do that to your own back. So you want to make sure that you're getting a loofah in there and really scrubbing the back really well, but then also moisturizing and doing sun preventative maintenance. So
All right.
Friday I should have made sure that you weren't going out shirtless.
Yeah, well, that's never probably ever going to happen. Now, the interesting thing I thought of too is that you said that there are benefits to waxing as far as getting rid of hair.
Yes.
It's not permanent necessarily, but it certainly reduces it.
Yeah, so this is the half and half.
Yeah.
This is one side of your back is done, the other side is none. You can see a little bit of wax there in the middle, but short term, you're going to remove all of that hair. And by the end of the day, for people who shave, you know, you feel that stubble coming back. With waxing, you do not. It can last, you know, a few weeks, up to like a month, month and a half. But over long term, that when you're waxing the hair, when you're yanking it from your skin, it is pulling it from the root. So every time you wax, you are damaging the root of that hair.
Right.
So if it comes back, it's going to come back weaker than before. So for me, like I wax my legs. I do not shave at all. I wax my legs, I wax my underarms, and even my face for any of those women. I mean, you know, you get the little, I have places that they just don't grow back. So my legs, I have splotches of hair that just doesn't grow back. So for me, it's a lot easier maintenance-wise to go every 8 weeks and getting a wax that takes 20 minutes than shaving every day.
The Hair Department Salon and Spa can get you set up with waxing, and you can ask them for more information. It was a very interesting and enlightening process. We will be right back on Insight.